Good morning, students. So, this is going to be the third chapter of your NCRT book, that is Business Environment. So, as you all know, business it is an economic activity which generate income through buying and selling of goods and rendering services to the society. So, you can say that modern business is not independent. That means it cannot work in isolation. It is economic and social organ of the society, so it must achieve its economic goal. It cannot ignore, you can say it cannot ignore the interest of the society. Somewhere the government also have some interest in the business affair. It enacts legislations, formulates business policy and control business in the best interest of the public. So consequently, economic, social, political situations, all these things only constitute business environment. Okay, so let's start with the meaning of business environment. The environment of any organization is the aggregate of all the conditions. Okay, either it's events or influences, everything that surround and affect it. So, business environment can be classified into two major categories, that is economic environment and non-economic environment. So, what these economic environment includes? It includes monetary policy, industrial policy, physical limits on output, okay, price and economic equation. All these things constitutes economic environment. Whereas non-economic environment, it refers to social, political, legal, technological, etc. All these factors. Okay. So, sum total of all these economic and non-economic factors which influence the business and over which the business has no control is only business environment. Okay, it can be social, non-economic factors, economic factors, everything. So, to sum up, business environment means the sum total of the factors which influence the business and over which the business has no control at all. It may be either external factors or internal factors. Okay, so now let's look on some of the features of business environment. The first one, as you can see here, is totality of external forces. Now, what are external forces? All the forces which affects the business from outside, okay, which are available outside the business and over which the business has no control again. So that is totality of external forces. Then second is specific and general forces. Now let's see the difference between these forces. Specific forces, if we talk about it, they are the forces which affect the firms of an industry separately, like customers, suppliers, competitive firms. They directly influence the business environment. Okay, then the second one is general. So they are the forces which affect all the firms of an industry equally, like social, political, legal. For example, if there is some change in government rules and regulations, that is going to affect each and every business, not only a single business but each and every business. Okay, so that is general. So specific, it only affects particular business, but general, it affects all the industries equally. And third is interrelatedness. The different factors of business environment are correlated with each other. Okay, for example, let us suppose there is a change in the import export policy with the coming of new government. In this case, the coming of new government to power and change in the export import policy are political and economic changes respectively. Thus, a change in one factor affects the other factor too. And the fourth one is dynamic. Dynamic, that keeps on changing. So it is obvious that environment is a mixture of so many factors and there are constant changes in some of them. It is because of these changes only that affect environment became dynamic. Then the fifth one is uncertainty, which is not certain. Environment, it is formed with a combination of many factors. Therefore, the influence that they exercise on business cannot be recognized independently. Okay, that is why it's very difficult for a business to face them. It is uncertain, it's not certain that which environment or which factor can affect the business. The next is complexity, or you can say it has a long term impact. Any change in the environment has a long term impact on business because the changed environment affects the profitability, productivity, and development of the business. Okay. Then the next one is relativity, or you can say it is not necessary that any change in the environment affects all the business in similar manner. One business may welcome the change in environment while other may not. Therefore, it is one of the special feature of environment that it affects different businesses differently. Now, let's come to the next topic, that is importance of business environment. So, the broad national economic environment is set by the nature of economic system, embodying the nature of property rights, ownership of means of production, production relations, role of planning, etc. So, judged from these angles, the economic system of a country may be characterized as capitalist, socialist, communist, or mixed. So, the first importance is first mover advantage. The environmental awareness. If the business organizations they are aware about the environment, then it can help the firm to capitalize on early opportunities rather than losing them to the competitors. So they can be the first mover to grab the opportunities. Then second one is warning signal. Environment awareness. If they are going to be aware, it provides the base of objective qualitative information which can be used as a warning signal. Then the next one is tapping useful resources. An organization needs a number of resources to carry out the business. For example, man, machine, material, etc. With the help of these resources, goods and services are produced. Okay, so it is the duty of the business organization to see that they get the useful resources. Yes, they have various alternatives, but they used to grab the useful one. The next is coping with rapid changes. Coping with the rapid changes means, the chapter is only saying that these are the factors which affect the business organization. So it can be either economic or non-economic. So now it's the duty of the organization that they have to see that how they are going to cope or deal with these changes, economic factors. Okay, next is assisting in planning and policy formulation. The knowledge of the business environment presents the basis for planning and policy formulation. Once you come to know about these factors in advance, you will be able to plan about the policies or take the major decisions of the organization in advance. And the last one is improving performance. In every organization, the study of business environment has an important role as far as its performance is concerned. Okay, so those organizations keep an eye on it and analyze it correctly and remain alive for a quite long time. Then, so you can see components of business environment. Next topic is components of business environment. So basically it is divided, as you can see here the chart, the internal and external environment. So internal environment, it includes all the factors which influence business and which are present within the business itself. These factors are generally under the control of business. All the factors which affects the business are under the control of the business are internal environment. So it can be objectives and policies of business, production method, managerial attitudes, composition of board of directors, features of human resources, etc. Then external environment, it includes all the factors which influence business and exist outside the business, and it has no control over these factors. The business, it has no control over these factors. What it can be? All the factors which are affecting it from outside, like legal environment, social environment, economic, all those things. Okay, now there are some factors which influence the entire business community, while as there are some factors which a particular company has a very close relationship. So on the basis of this, the external environment can be divided into two: micro environment and macro environment. So micro environment include customers, suppliers, competitors, marketing intermediaries, all. And macro environment means that the environment which includes factors which have a distant relation with the business. Then economic environment in India. Among the various factors of business environment, the economic environment has a special significance. So it can be divided into three: economic conditions, economic policies, and economic systems. So if we talk about economic conditions, what is it? Economic conditions are those conditions which are related with the possibilities of economic development of a country. Okay, so some of the examples of economic conditions are rate of interest, foreign trade, industrial development, general price level, etc. Like, economic policies, what they are? Economic policies deeply influence the business of a country. They are laid down to direct the economic activities like import export, employment, public debts, foreign investment, etc. Then the third one is mixed system, or you can say economic systems. It is necessary to know about the economic system prevailing in the country in order to understand the economic environment prevailing in the society. It influences the freedom of business, and it is mainly of three types, that is capitalistic, socialistic, and mixed system.